We are Blair and Celia. We live in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, where we love to mountain bike and hike in the summer. We love the snow and we love to Nordic ski and backcountry ski in the winter. We own a Beneteau Oceanus 423 sailboat that we keep in the San Francisco Bay Area, where we sail locally. We love to explore this beautiful world, and one of the ways we do that is by chartering sailboats.
All right, so this is the Ellis Peak hike, one of my favorites in Truckee, North Tahoe. This one is about 6.5 miles, roughly 1,600 of gain round trip. Absolutely spectacular view of Tahoe when you get to the top of Ellis Peak, but along the way you get amazing views into Desolation Wilderness.
We start out climbing right away, but it's not like we're really gaining on the summit because it will flatten out and go down again. But you don't really get a chance to acclimate. You just start working hard right away. Have a little glimpse of the lake even as we're climbing. Our first climb, that is.
All right, so I wanted to show, this is a cone of the mountain hemlock tree. These are gorgeous trees that you see them when you get up higher. So we're up a little over 8,000 here. And then these are the hemlock trees. And you can see at the tops, they grow so fast that people call it a question mark hook at the top. So hemlocks are really easy to spot. You can see that almost all of these trees are mountain hemlocks. There's a few, like I see a pine over there, but mostly mountain hemlocks, and they have these beautiful cones. And by the way, this Ellis Peak hike, the first half mile, you gain about 450 feet, so that's a lot for half a mile. Don't despair after that. It's kind of up and down on a ridge, and then a final climb at the end to the peak.
A couple of climbs, actually.
So this is pretty interesting. On the north side of the ridge, you can see it really drops off down in there. And then in the distance, you can see some dirt roads, and that's over getting close to our trailhead over there. Okay, so looking into Desolation Wilderness, we're going to see Loon Lake over there, and then there will be the obvious pyramidal peak way back in the middle. Just to the right is a tiny bump, which is Mount Agassiz, spelled similar to the famous Andre Agassi, but with a Z at the end. And then just to the right of Mount Agassiz is Mount Price. Just to the left of Pyramid Peak, you're going to see Jack's Peak, which looks like another fairly pyramidal shaped cone. And then just to the left of Jack's is Dick's Peak, which I was lucky enough to get to backcountry ski a couple of times back in the mid-90s. That was the long ski, about 19 miles round trip from near Emerald Bay. But you'll look at the bowl, the descent is spectacular.
And just a tiny bit off trail, you can get a little glimpse of Lake Tahoe already. Right over there. And it's just a easy flat trail. So if you don't want to climb all the way to Ellis Peak, like you get to this point and you're like, oh no, I can't do anymore. There you go. But we are going to continue. This isn't a huge climb right here. It will get a little flatter again, and then we'll drop down and then come back up again. You can see here we're just on kind of a ridge. We're walking along here. You can just look both ways and see these fabulous views. We finally hit a flat spot. So Blair waited for me and I caught up. Now he's checking on something with the Seek app. And we still have this fabulous view.
All right, so as you get higher up, we're about 8,400 now up on a ridge. The pines start to drop out, other than this small pine, the white bark pine. We'll find one of them later. But for now, this is a western white pine cone. They're usually bigger than this, but this is the high end of their range. So everything is smaller. Even though this tree here, the western white pine, is pretty massive, it's tiny compared to the ones you see, 1,500 feet lower. And as a result, the pine cone is more diminutive than what you see down lower too. They're beautiful trees, and you'll notice the checkerboard pattern on the bark, and white pines are 5-needled pines. So if you can check the needles, you'll see that they're in clumps of 5.
Okay, now we're dropping down into a canyon, and yeah, it's a break when you're going this way towards the peak, but when you're coming back, you're just like, wait, what are you talking about? I have to climb again? I'm on my way back. We both kind of forgot how long you spend in this beautiful wooded area. The real climbing begins, and then soon we'll be also climbing up to the summit. It's not the peak. It's on around the corner, but we're starting to get good views of Lake Tahoe.
Alright, so I just noticed something really cool. We're coming down the Ellis Peak Trail. We're just only 5 minutes down off the summit. Behind me, you'll see the south end of Lake Tahoe, the mountains up there. The highest one is Friel Peak. And to the left, you'll see some of the Heavenly Valley ski area runs coming down like Gun Barrel, which looks like an upside down wishbone. But then over to the right, you'll see some of the Desolation Wilderness, and that is amazing that you see both of those from the same spot. I hadn't noticed that before, and I think it's because of this rocky trail. So this is it's right on the trail, a spectacular version of a western white pine with the checkerboard trunk, and it is just so beautiful.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. Coming up, we will have more hiking videos. We will explore the Pacific Northwest, and of course, there's more sailing.